EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today. There's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Cutler's Bears. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 3 matchup.
Bears, Seahawks, coming up on EA Sports as we come to you from Seattle, Washington for today's game.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz alongside Phil Simms. And I guess the big question, Phil, before kickoff is what do you expect here today?
Jim, I expect an emotional football game here today. We have two teams that are very disciplined, but can they stay that way? When you let emotion get involved, usually sometimes you miss an assignment. And what is that? What happens when you miss an assignment? It usually leads to a big play. So control your emotions is a big deal in this game here today.
And Robbie Gould looks set now to kick it away. The Seahawks are ready to run back this kick. This game is underway. He'll have a chance to take off. Gets out past the 30 and brought down at the 35. Wilson's going to march onto the field. He hovered right around 50% completion mark last week.
Well, one thing you can never say about Russell Wilson is he lacks arm strength. I think that's what caught a lot of people by surprise, how strong his arm is and how willing he is to throw it down the field.
First down at the 35. Going deep. On the money. Touchdown. The Seahawks coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
Here's the Seahawks lineup on offense. They posted over 500 yards passing last week, so their confidence should be sky high. The Bears sat at the line. Dime package. They'll go ground. Ball's there to make the tackle.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
The Seahawks snap it at the 31. Looking to go down the field here. Makes the catch. Touchdown. We have a review coming from the booth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they went to the booth to see if it was a touchdown, and the refs have decided yes. The Bears will have to punt. Set up, return. Here he goes. And Washington's in on the tackle. That return's good for about 7. The Seahawks offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
It's a 2 tight end formation. The Seahawks now move the chains.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield. Launching it deep and incomplete. Didn't get his feet down. One player to keep an eye on today is Pernell McPhee.
Yeah, what I like about him is Jimmy can play about 4 different positions on the field. Outside, inside, he can do whatever you want on the defensive side.
Incomplete. Jennings was in the vicinity. We're early in this one, but already a crucial 3rd and long play coming up.
These are tough situations. What are you going to do on the offensive side? There's only so much you can do. If I was the defense, I would look for a screen.
3rd and 10. McPhee takes down the quarterback.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Puts it through the upright. Needed plenty of leg on that one. They're in punting formation. And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. The Seahawks put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on 3rd down. Just not a good play on 3rd down. They got to do better in that situation. If they do, that's going to lead to 7 points.
And he's caught for the touchdown. It doesn't look like they're going to call off the Dogs anytime soon as the lead just continues to grow.
Hey, I like this. When you get ahead in the NFL, just keep going after it. Try to score. It's not your job to keep it.
All set to punt here. He's going to try and return this punt. Gains 20.
There's nothing like a good punt returner. Just give him a little hope. Just make somewhat of a decent block. He'll do the rest. That's what we saw that time.
The Seahawks have a lot of bounce in their step as they retake the field here. They've scored on 3 straight drives and built up a very nice lead for themselves.
Yeah, confidence is a great thing. And when you have confidence, you can go out there and you can get it done.
No one's going to get him now. And in for the touchdown. No. They're set to punt it away now. This punt will be returned. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line.
The Seahawks love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Seahawks come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. The offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
The Seahawks moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field. First and goal from the 2. Breaks the plane, and it's a touchdown. The Bears get set at the line, needing to get to the 38 for a first. Cutler is going to take it from the gun. Looking at every option. The Bears turn the ball over on downs.
The Bears that time go for it on fourth down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Seahawks offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
Offense going to stop the game here with a timeout. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Double tight end formation. The wide receiver in motion. Second down and 10. Looking to go deep.
Well, Jim Nance, even you could coach a team in a situation like this. You're winning big. It is third and long. You know what you do? You hand the football off and you punt the football.
The Seahawks line up. First down marker right at the 47-yard line. Down the field. Touchdown, Seahawks. His 5th touchdown of this game. The Bears will have to punt. Looking for a lane on the return. Gains 17. And a run back of about 17.
The Seahawks know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
Lynch is in the backfield. Launches it down the field. And it's caught by Curse. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. Mike. They're in punting formation. And that will do it for the... All set to punt here. Fields it cleanly and starts his return. And a run back of about 11. The Seahawks clearly were not content just to play it safe down the stretch. As Phil, they've opened up the lead since halftime.
I like what the offensive line is doing. They got in at halftime, got a little rest, got them something cold to drink, and they come out here and they are tearing it up.
No stopping them now. That's a touchdown. And again, another score on that drive, and we see a receiver. They're set to punt it away now.